first of all, we need to think big. We need to think about volunteering as an expression of citizenship. We need to recognise that volunteering is the means by which ordinary people can use their human rights to best effect. Think of the right of assembly, think of the right of freedom of expression, think of the right to work together to achieve a set of aims that you've identified. Those kinds of human rights are embodied in volunteering, in social activism. And that's how many people, without realising it, actually use their human rights, their civil rights, to good effect. I think one thing that we really need civil society organisations to do is to show that they are proud to be engaging volunteers. They need to do more publicly to recognise their volunteers. Not just saying things like, oh, our volunteers are wonderful, we couldn't do without our volunteers. That sounds so false, you know. It's about a genuine sense of pride within the organisation that we are achieving things and our volunteers are helping us to do it, and we're proud of our collective achievement, and bring the volunteers into that sense of organisational pride. And finally, I would say that I think that one of the ways of opening up greater space to support volunteering and social in civil society organisations would be to develop what's called the infrastructure. Organisations whose job it is to promote volunteering, to help organisations to find volunteers, to help volunteers to find the right kind of placement, organisations whose job it is to negotiate with governments, with the market, with corporate bodies, organisations whose job it is to help to develop good practice in the field in terms of working with volunteers, so that the whole volunteering endeavour is moving constantly towards success rather than a kind of uncertainty about, well, how did we do?